Oh my goodness. Oh, hey guys. Sorry. I got this book out from the library and it's been very distracting recently because it's awesome. There are so many great Japanese folktales in here that I just love it. And it actually reminds me of a story that my coworker told me a few months ago. And I think you should hear it. Now I know I need to go and do homework and get ready for work later today. But seriously, who wants to do homework when there are stories to be told? All right. So, back when the world was a magical place and the animals and people could speak to each other, there lived an old Japanese woodcutter and his wife. They lived at the bottom of a beautiful mountain in Japan that separated them from a roaring river. And each day, the old man and the old woman took care of one another. But still, they were very sad and lonely because they had no children. So one day, as the old man went into the woods to cut down some trees, the woman went to the river to do her washing. And as she's scrubbing and washing the clothes, she sees, coming down the river, what looks like a giant orange ball. But as it's coming closer, she notices that it's a large peach. In fact, it's the biggest peach she has ever seen. And so she thinks to herself that that would feed herself and her husband for quite some time. So she goes to the peach and she pulls and she hauls and she brings it out of the river. She takes it back home because she's going to serve it to her husband for dinner. When the old man came home that night, he was very happy to see the peach because he was quite hungry. "Let's eat this peach right now," says the old man. And just as he was about to bring his knife down and open the peach, they heard a human voice coming from within the peach. "Wait, don't cut me," said the voice. And just as the mother, old man and woman were looking at one another, the peach split open and out jumped a baby boy. "Please don't eat me. The God of heaven sent me down here to be your son because he saw that you had no children." The man and woman were astounded and so very happy, and they took the young boy to be their son. Now, they had to name this boy, and what a miracle he was. And so they named him Momotaro, because Momotaro means peach boy, and he was born from a peach after all. And they raised Momotaro to be a fine young man. And when he was 15 years old, he said to his mother and father, "Mother and father, you have been very kind to me, and now I must repay that kindness. There are vicious ogres that terrorize our land and our people and steal from everybody. I have discovered that they live on a distant island far off in the sea. Please, let me go find these ogres and bring back that from they have stolen from us." Momotaro's mother and father were very proud of their son for wanting to help out others in this way. And so they gave Momotaro their blessing for him to go to Ogre Islands. But his parents knew that his journey was going to be a treacherous one, and so they prepared a few items for him to take with him. Momotaro's father prepared a nice sheet of armor and a sword for the battle, and Momotaro's mother prepared a lot of delicious dumplings because he needed his strength for the long journey ahead. As Momotaro packed everything up on his knapsack, he began his journey through the mountains in order to get to the sea. After hours of walking, Momotaro took a rest. He pulled out the delicious dumplings and unwrapped them. As he began to eat, he saw a hungry-looking dog come out of the woods. The dog growled at him, and he was sniffing in the air. "Grr! What are you doing here, boy?" growled the dog. "My name is Momotaro, and I am on a mission to go to Ogre Island and fight the ogres that have been stealing and terrorizing from our people." "Oh, those ogres! They have taken everything from me, and they have left me here to starve. May I please join your journey?" Momotaro agreed and invited the brown dog to come and sit with him and eat the dumplings. After the brown dog and Momotaro were refreshed, they began their journey again. There was a long journey ahead, and so they were walking for many hours until they noticed that they were being followed by a monkey up in the trees. "Leave us alone, monkey. We are on a righteous journey to the Ogre Island. We do not need your trouble with us here. Oh, it looks like Momotaro has all the trouble he needs with you as his companion. Uh-oh. The brown dog and the monkey did not seem to like each other, and they kept hurling insults at one another until Momotaro stepped in. We are on a journey to Ogre Island. We have to fight the ogres that have been terrorizing our people and stealing from us. Oh, please, let me join you. Those ogres have been bothering me for years, and the last time they were here, they killed my poor wife. Can I please join your journey? Pleaded the monkey. You may join us, but you and Brown Dog need to get along and stop fighting. Come, let us all sit together and eat one of my delicious dumplings that my mother prepared for us as a sign of good faith and friendship. And so Momotaro, the brown dog, and the monkey sat together and they ate the delicious dumplings. Feeling energized, they had to continue on their journey because they had a long way ahead. So they kept on marching and walking through as the Momotaro, the monkey, and the brown dog got to know one another. And finally, the sea was almost within sight. They saw another animal. A pheasant came up to them and said, "Oh, what are you doing here?" "Shoo, pheasant," said the brown dog. "We are on a righteous mission to Ogre Island." Oh, we don't need anybody else following us," said the monkey. Oh, the pheasant was not very happy about that. And so he gathered up big gusts of wind with his wings and started causing a whirlwind at the brown dog and the monkey. And just as the brown dog and monkey were getting ready to fight, Momotaro stepped in. "Enough," Momotaro said. "We are all on a righteous mission to go to Ogre Island. This pheasant has shown that he is strong through his whirlwind and his strength in his wings. If he wants to join us, I say the more the merrier. There are strength in numbers, and the ogres are quite vicious. We need all the help we can get. We all must work together, and if you do not want to work together, then you may leave." The brown dog and the monkey and the pheasant decided that it was better to work together to fight the ogres than to stop on their journey. So they all sat together, they ate some of the delicious dumplings, and as they started walking again towards the sea, they all decided to talk to one another and tell them about the ogres and how the ogres have bothered them throughout their lives. As they're walking, they finally see the sea, and they gather a bunch of materials to make a boat. As they're building the boat and getting ready, they're talking more and finding that they actually like one another quite a lot. They get into the boat and they're sailing to Ogre Island. And under the leadership of Momotaro and their guidance, they see the island is coming in sight. Now the island looked quite foreboding. There was a small fortress that looked very scary. And the island itself had jagged rocks all along the shoreline. The pheasant took flight and flew over the walls of the fortress and started pecking and attacking the ogres. And as he was pecking, his wings were flapping, 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 creating a whirlwind of dust and wind to distract and dazzle and confuse those ogres. As those ogres were confused, the monkey slid in and opened up the gate, allowing Momotaro and the dog to rush in and start the battle. And what a battle it was. The pheasant caused all the wind and was pecking the ogres with his beak. Our monkey was sharp as claws, attacking and scratching the ogres. The dog was biting the ogres with his sharp teeth, and Momotaro was cutting down the ogres with his sword. Soon the battle was won, and the ogres were very defeated. And the Ogre King yelled, "Please, Momotaro, we surrender! Have my word that we will never bother you again! Take the treasures and leave!" So, Momotaro and his companions gathered up all of the treasures, put them into their boat, and sailed back to their land. Once they were in their land, they put them all on a cart, and they traveled all throughout the land, returning all of the items back to the people. Finally, Momotaro returned home, and boy, were his mother and father happy to see him. With the treasures remaining, Momotaro and his mother and father lived a very happy life together, and they were never in need of anything. And that, my friends, is the story of Momotaro, a young boy who was born from a peach and defeated an army of ogres. I hope you liked it as much as I did, because I thought it was fabulous.